Hello everybody, what's up? My name is Gally.
And I am Knight.
And welcome back to...
Great Ace Eternity! And look, it's a butt. It's a butt.
It's a very square butt.
To be fair, I would have that big if I could. I know you would. It's a very nice looking butt.
What's he doing over there? I seem to have changed his voice a little bit.
Mr. Holmes? Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows! Good gracious, when did you sneak in here?
At breaking and entering into his repertoire.
Sherlock Holmes, sir, at your service.
Whatever were you doing over there by the window? Yes, I remember her voice.
I am giving... I remembered all their voices, that's the thing. I'm the one who usually forgets. I am giving to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madame. Yet suddenly cheerful as this room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks the aperture for such observation.
I am the one who remembers.
So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here.
What are you, cat?
Wow. The look you gave me. Well...
Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering.
I'm one other thing, Mr. Naruto. No, it's a funny thing about sunsets and sunrises. I can't remember exactly where I read this, but sunsets and sunrises in the past might have been slightly less vibrant because there was less pollution in the air and the chemicals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mind you, with that said, I can't remember where I read that, so I don't remember if it was someone offhandedly or an actual thing.
Oh, me?
I thought perhaps you might be in need. I almost read might bed need. Of a sudden, great detectives, great mind.
Wait, he's not talking about... Is he?
You can never get away from me, Naruto.
I didn't expect it to be going through that again so soon.
Oh, you should...
Red flag! Or is he a yellow flag, technically?
Yes, I'm a caution, not a stop where you are. I still love that saying, it's hard to see the red flags through rose-colored glasses. Do you mean, Mr. Holmes? There is a mighty secret in this modest room.
Yeah, you don't say. Kind of where the fire went out on the carpet.
Also maybe the broken shelf, among other things. How about the fact that there is something behind that little clothes?
That's what I was talking about. Look at the floor. There's carpet burnt away.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or in fact, the maid's apron is just flung over the cannon. Any employer would not let their maid do that.
It's a condom!
I think you're missing the part you should be protecting yourself from, ma'am. Anyways.
I didn't say it was effective!
At least it's not made out of sheep intestines. Anyway. That was a thing.
I know.
My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take you prepared, Mr. Naruto?
I think so.
There's just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions, so let's conclude the matter before dark.
I'm scared of the dark.
I love the dark.
See? For fuck's sakes.
No, I see it. Mr. Gerda, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first rate. I'm afraid, sir, that is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by the careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon? The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing a presence of a ferocious beast in your care.
The cat?
And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you.
This guy's nuts.
Mr. Hatter, now how to look?
The old man's broken out in a cold sweat.
Have you ever broken out in a cold sweat? I don't know about you, but all my sweats have been warm.
That's because you have a frickin' hot water bottle boiler in your back.
True. It's also why I really hate sweat, because I hate the heat too. And then sweat just makes you
Sticky.
yeah, it's not needed.
Believable. Seems Mr. Holmes' conclusions are both spot on.
I wouldn't say spot on.
How could you possibly...
How could I possibly know you mean to inquire?
Isn't it an eye?
Hmm?
Yeah, just...
Do you remember there's two different kinds of English when writing?
Inquire and enquire are essentially the same with only a spelling difference. Okay, well, fine.
Wait, you thought it started with an I?
It does start with an I.
I always thought it was the E version. I didn't know there was an I. I just maybe it's some other part of the word I wasn't paying attention to.
It's another one of those SZ situations, okay?
Well, I think it's also, in school, my teachers pushed the more, British English.
Whereas mine pushed the more American English.
Well, yours probably just went, it's everywhere anyway. The answer couldn't be simpler, sir, for in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. And I know only too well the wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. The Great Deduction! The game is afoot!
Topic 1. Nature of the beast.
It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage as of late within these four walls.
You think the cat did all that?
Thus, we are faced with the question, what form might the beast take?
Is he looking at his wife?
That or there's a statue of a lion there,
I know.
I think.
Oh, did he throw it at the wall, you think?
Well, it's more of there might be been a second one or something. Ah, poor man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid.
Hey,
Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads us directly to the answer! The true nature of the beast happened here is revealed by that lion statue, which that guy did the ding, so that's wrong.
Yeah, it's the cat. Oh, I didn't notice the one picture was broken.
Yeah.
Although, there should be a second one right there. First,
No, that's where the books are.
just saying.
He's looking at something else there. I don't think it's a cat. Yes, though an armed man, you appear unimposing at best, because the cat is downstairs, not here.
Yeah, maybe it got up here somehow. It escaped.
A fact that is fueled by an admiration for mighty lion, king of the beasts.
what is this pipeful, I ask you?
I thought it was Pilful.
It probably is.
In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, that you just had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you had tried to keep this very house.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know, but it's not the truth, so go with it. What?
Oh, he has a smack on his face. It might have been his wife. Anyway.
Well, no shit.
Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined.
Probably slapped him when he bought the cannon.
The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence.
Well,
Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to?
in the books.
Madame?
What the fuck?
I pray you do not consider me, chivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. For one moment I thought I was reading the wrong person's lines.
You're fine. It is. No, it's not fine.
Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from in the handbill advertising a circus show.
What?
Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying line, Mr. Gargarab. At Betty's Circus. A traveling show, certainly, sojourning in a nearby park, as I have observed the tents. You sold the savage line, sir, to the circus troop. Sorry.
I most certainly did not.
I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. They wouldn't be able to be trained that fast, sir.
Conclusion. A rampaging Asian tick lion? Asian tick? Topic 2.
Asia
Aftermath.
tick. There was no end. Now, Mr. Garudub, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast.
He is talking about his wife.
Indeed, in that live pose, the distress of this loss has caused you to, vertically I don't know.
One moment, please. People are calling about my conversation that I never sent. I love fucking... what's it called? Scam artists.
That's okay. I kept having one for a while that was telling me that I had to contact them because your Canadian Post package is not arrived. I'm like, I didn't have
Order
one.
anything. Yeah.
Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Also, the fact it kept coming from a different phone number.
Yeah. Post offices don't work that way.
Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible on your visage. Or in your visage.
Nonsense, man. I simply...
But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain.
You can... Yeah, sorry, like, ever since you pointed it out, like, and he's been turning his head more, you can clearly see the fucking, like, skin difference on his cheek.
But they're both, like, looking away from each other.
It was a marital spat, it's fine.
And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that have given rise to pain and you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea.
Why is she pouring tea?
Indeed, feeding your beloved has a devastating impact on financial circumstances of your household.
What is this, the episode of The Simpsons where they bought a horse? The first time, not the second time.
Oh, okay. And so you've had no choice but to let it go. And also, I didn't know they did it the first time, but it just felt like something they were doing more than once at this point.
They did do more than once. First Lisa saved one, and then Bart saved one, but they turned... Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I only know the Bart one now, I think about it.
Yeah. They actually made something of Bart's horses, as far as I memory serves.
Yeah, he was supposed to be going to a glue factory or something.
But they turned him into a racehorse.
Yeah, Marge tricked them, and technically Homer was going to the glue factory.
Oh my god.
Because, he dressed up as the horse or something.
Oh, it was his goggles that made that noise. Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard a weird, like...
Yeah, I was trying to, like... That wasn't he, it was like a typey...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes, well, Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack.
Unimaginable?
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by the observing the carpet over there. Excuse me.
Now it shows the... Wait, is there blood stain, too? The fuck is this?
It might be like spilled wine or something.
Okay.
And then there's a candle.
Mhm.
And then there's something falling down in the back, too.
Which probably caused the fire in the first place.
Yeah. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, dearie me.
What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madame, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed.
That looks yummy.
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we only need to look at the Tower of Cakes.
Oh, there's the candle missing there.
And the circus flyer there.
There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with unsatisfied appetite.
Unsatiated. Same thing, though, I guess. Sorry.
I was just... I wasn't reading the whole sentence.
Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? And naturally, it was not said by her. That was that line was written like 30 years after her death. Someone saying she said it. She never actually said it in her life. It was said in a thing trying to bash her.
Wasn't there also something like that in the Star Trek where the whole, like, beam me up, Scotty was never actually said?
I don't know about Beam Me Up, Scotty.
It's the bear stained bear thing all over again.
But I think it's possible. But I do know that Sherlock Holmes' Elementary Dear Watson was never said in the actual books. It was first said in The Hounds of Baskerville, released in, I think, the 30s, in the movies. And it became very quotable because movie.
Get off the screen with the cakes! Thank you.
Food is the heart of all tragedy, in fact.
What do you mean?
Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk, not talk, its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There was only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet.
It's not a fucking goat, dude.
The teeth marks on the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. What teeth marks?
I think he may have a little Mary Jane in his brownies, dear.
I wish I had some.
Carpet gnawed by a hungry lion.
Let's conclude Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle.
Now it's your turn to talk about.
I think he's a little on the nuts.
What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me.
Just want to make sure that you're not putting your seed in someone else's, turkey baster.
You think anyone would even want me to do that? Like, you're insulting not just me, our marriage, but also every single woman out there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Garrett. I'm afraid I didn't notice. Purposefully.
My deductions can be certainly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times, too.
But,
Mr. Holmes, sorry to butt in again, but can I make an observation?
Well, yes, that's why I did this with you around.
Well, your deductions just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room this... I mean, there's a cannon.
Yeah, but do you think the neighbors wouldn't notice?
When the cannon doesn't work, they throw the lion out the window.
Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. And the terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense.
It's called uncommon sense these days. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense, too?
But if an uncaged lion ran amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrigab and his maid would have been hurt or worse.
You mean dead?
Yes.
That's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against a beast using such that large cannon.
Thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus.
And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard of a lion that drinks tea.
My dear Miss Susato, it occurs to me with some regularity
They had to train it.
that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands in the Great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea.
What did I just say? I just said simply the same thing he did.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're telling Japanese people that the English like tea. They have ceremonies for the thing.
Oh, what a glorious notion. Well then, Mr. Naruto, it's your turn to shine.
It's your turn to shine again.
I had a feeling that was coming. No shit.
A slight message, that's all Mr. Holmes' seduction needs. You can do it.
Excellent! I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruto.
Ba-bow, ba-bow.
So, AKA, I know I'm wrong, but I know you can make it right if I tell you the wrong.
This is the sexicles.
For him, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case. Still, covering the truth is always worthwhile. Whatever the motivation. At least, that's what I want to believe.
Let us start again from the beginning of Sherlock Holmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Topic 1.
And we will do this next time.
This has been Gally.
It's midnight.
See you all next time.
Bye bye, everybody.